Now, your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast.
All right, John Jones, it's cold this weekend, but you know what? I loved it. It was football, so I loved it.
I'm glad you got a chance to enjoy it because now it's basically gone. But it's coming back. Don't worry. This was just a little preview of that winter weather we're going to have coming back our way later, especially towards this weekend. But, hey, the next couple of days actually warming up, and we definitely felt a good chunk of warming out there today. Check out these current temperatures. We're in the 50s across most of the state. That doesn't seem like much, but compared to where we were yesterday at this time, and we've warmed up anywhere up from 5 to 10 degrees, even up towards 11 in Odessa, Midland, 12 degrees warmer in Lubbock. This is where we are compared to where we were at this time yesterday. So that is a good deal of warming out there. And it's definitely something we felt this afternoon with those temperatures getting into the 70s, way above average, in fact. And the reason we're seeing that, this little bubble of warm air that's sort of settling in across the state, we've got high pressure here. We got a cold front that's heading our way off to the west. And we have that other cold front still sitting down to our southeast. So we're basically right in the middle of two systems. That's why we're getting some of that warming out there. But once we get this next cold front to swing through, we get a chance for a little bit of cooler air later this week, more towards the Thanksgiving holiday. That's going to be the time to keep an eye on. But for now, really just high pressure out there, and that's going to continue to keep us fairly clear and dry moving forward, at least for the time being. But once we get into Monday, Tuesday, start to see that front slowly tracking its way towards West Texas, bringing some rainfall across New Mexico. You might think, hey, maybe we can manage to pick up on some of that rain here in West Texas, and no such luck. It really just jumps right over us. We get some more rain in the eastern part of the state, Dallas, Fort Worth, down towards Austin. They're going to be looking at some showers and storms by Tuesday. For us, though, it's just too dry out there. We have the right conditions, but we just don't have enough moisture to support rainfall. Instead, about all we can hope for is a little bit of cooling with that front moving through, but don't get your hopes up too much. When this front moves through, it's going to be fairly weak, not a major change in temperatures, and really through the week ahead, it's going to stay pretty mild, even a little on the warm side out there. Now, with some warming, you might think, uh-oh, maybe we got some trouble with the pollen coming back in. The good news there is we have had our first widespread freeze. So for the most part, I don't really think we're going to have to worry about those pollen counts popping back up. Mold spores, different story. They're still coming in as high. And of course, if you want the latest on this, check out TexanAllergy.com. Dr. Paul Fulmer has the latest for you there. But what we're really going to be looking at in this week ahead is some more of that warming, especially over the next couple of days. We hit 73 out there this afternoon, almost 10 degrees above average, nowhere near our record at 90. We're not seeing the 80s, but still, this is a big change when you think about the sort of freezing lows we were looking at. Now we're in the 70s. This is exactly what you expect out of West Texas, though. We get that yo-yo forecast going on, up and down, and we were definitely on the upswing today, getting into the low to mid 70s all across the viewing area. But once we get into tonight, we'll start to see a little bit more of that warmer air, not exactly the freeze that we had the past couple of nights. 40s across the northern basin. Tomorrow afternoon, some more of those mid 70s. Again, a good chunk above average for this time of year, and that will continue to be the case for the next couple of days. We get some 40s, even 50s overnight along I-20, only dropping down to 51 in Penwell, 53 in Monahans, and then tomorrow, there we go, more of those 70s coming our way, even 80 down there in Grand Falls. Certainly some more warm air in the forecast as we start the brand new work week. More 40s and 50s in the Trans-Pecos, 70s, 80s once we get into tomorrow afternoon along I-10. Davis Mountains, even they're not talking about freezing lows. They're just in the mid to upper 40s, and then tomorrow afternoon, another chance for some of those mid 70s. So the question is, how long does this little warming trend last with us? And we will see it for the next couple of days. But once we get towards Thanksgiving, make our way towards the Turkey Day holiday, things will start to cool down just a bit for us out there. You see that Friday morning, if you got any plans to go out do some Black Friday shopping, definitely bring the coat. Going to be chilly out there, dropping down into the 30s early on Friday. Those highs also staying on the cool side, lower 60s by the end of the week. And then this weekend, staying fairly mild, right around average for this time of year, mid 60s out there Saturday and Sunday. Definitely not the sort of forecast we had over the past couple of days, but really this is right around average for mid to late November. So